Well, Senator Rubio, if the House does not budge here, what specifically does this mean for Florida?
It means we're vulnerable. I mean, the bottom line is that we don't know how much the Zika virus is going to cost yet. This is a preliminary down payment on an issue that can get worse. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully we are dealing with it on the front end of it. Now, it's not apples and oranges here. The House is proposing funding $600 million from now to September. It's not the same. Ours is from now through next year. It's the whole budget year. So there's the part of the difference. But I just think that's not a good approach. To do it from now to September, then it means we're back in the same debate about what do we do with Zika long term. You know, living in Florida, the mosquito season, the warm months, they extend well beyond September. So my hope is that they'll see the light and at least meet the Senate $1.2 billion number.
Well, how would that money in the Senate plan be spent? Specifically, how can we know that it would not go to waste?
Well, it's pretty well delineated what it would do. I mean, the money would go to local areas for mosquito control. It would go to basic research to hopefully develop a vaccine, better screening at airports, making commercially available the plans necessary, the tests necessary to identify the Zika virus, a public information campaign, which is critical. There's things we need to be doing, not waiting for government. You know, don't leave standing water around in your homes. That's a mosquito magnet. Use mosquito repellent and so forth. So it's important. And then there's the cost of caring for people, especially those who are uninsured, who may wind up with a Zika virus or their children, the unborn children, and the cost of the terrible impact that it has on unborn children.
And in the presidential race, tell us how you can support Donald Trump now, after all of this, after calling him a dangerous con artist who would do catastrophic harm to your party and pose a serious threat to the future of our country.
Well, look, what I've said is I'll support the Republican nominee because Hillary Clinton can't be president. I think she's terrible. That's how bad she is. That said, you know, bottom line is that my differences with Donald remain. I stand by everything I said in the campaign. We have significant policy differences. I have incredible reservations about the way he's conducted his campaign, and that's why I've said that he's probably better served with a running mate and with campaign surrogates around the state and country that agree with him on these issues. They don't want me out there because our differences are just too big. But I'm not going to support Hillary Clinton, and right now there's only two choices on the ballot.
Beyond the differences, though, you said you stand by what you said, so you still think that Donald Trump is, in fact, a con artist?
Yeah, look, I stand by what I said during the campaign. I haven't changed my opinion, and my differences, particularly on policy, forget about the other stuff for a moment, on the policy stuff, there are significant differences, but I have even bigger differences with Hillary Clinton, and I'm not going to support her. I don't want her to be president of the United States. I think she would be really bad continuation of the policies we have in place now.
What if a fellow Republican that you like and respect mounts a third-party run and has ballot access here in Florida? Would you still support the guy you call a dangerous con man?
Well, that's a pipe dream. You're giving me a theoretical or even something that's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. The way the system is designed in the individual states, there's not going to be a third-party run. We had a Republican primary. Voters voted, including in Florida, my home state. I didn't win. He won. And that's why we have these primaries. At the end of the day, the voters made this decision. And there's something to be said for that, even though I disagree with it. Certainly, I didn't want him to be the nominee. I wanted to be the nominee. That's why I ran.
At this point, for you, why not reconsider running for re-election, given all the important work that you're doing right now on Zika and the other issues that you would surely leave as unfinished business?
Yeah, look, I enjoy my Senate service here. It's been an incredible honor to serve the people of Florida, and I'll continue to work hard till the end. I said when I was running for president that I was going to focus on one race. I wasn't going to have my hand in two pots when it came to that, and other people have now filed and are out there running. Ultimately, I think Florida's going to be an important state to keep control of the Senate and prevent Chuck Schumer from being the majority leader of the U.S. Senate. So at this point, I'm just going to stay. You know, that's the decision I made about a year ago, and I don't think it'd be prudent at this point to change that.
Senator Rubio, thank you for your time.
Thank you.